pretty significant changes to the entrance requirements on some nodes in Shattered Dimension. This moves it away from being a pay to play event, in my opinion. So in that particular instance, which we're going to go over, I'm happy with. There's some other things that we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about the new updates and patch notes, and we've got a lot of data mines about null. So we'll go over all of that. Shattered Dimension Annihilator. So this just came out right now. We have heard your feedback and updated the following for Shattered Dimension. The path to conquering Shattered Dimension winds you through normal, hard, master, legendary, and mythic missions. So before concluding with the boss mission, here are the requirements. So there's been some confusion on what that means. It's just a single track. There's not 4 tiers. It's just that the nodes, as you go further and further into it, get harder and harder. All of it's the same. There's 2 parts that are different right here. Annihilators, Master Missions 1 through 2, minimum of 3 Annihilators and or Cosmic at Gear Tier 16. And they also added the Cosmic right here, Boss Mission. So that should make the Boss Mission easier because now you can use Cosmic. Also right here, this could be now use Cosmic, which was the whole point that I was trying to make in my video yesterday, is that there are a couple of people that did not get good drops on the Annihilators, and that could be Thanos, Gore, or Gladiator, any of them really, and they may not have 3 Annihilators, and other ones got lucky, and that's not fair, right? They'd be blocked from going further and then doing the second run. So this fixes that problem, in my opinion. Due to these changes, Shattered Dimension will be delayed until tomorrow, August 28th at 2:15. So it was supposed to go live at server reset today, but it's going to be delayed till tomorrow so they can modify the entrance requirements that used to be just 3 Annihilators only. Now we'll have and or Cosmic effect, attached to it. Updates to Thanos, Endgame, and Gore. So these were the other 2 things that were of a high issue to me, is that the Thanos and Gore was bugged. Thanos Endgame ultimate ability inevitable culling was inconsistently reducing the duration of positive effects on enemies. Identify the issue and deploy to fix so that Thanos Endgame's ultimate now works as intended. I've tested that. It does work correctly. Gore's ultimate ability, Berserker Blitz, was not properly clearing enemy battlefield effects. We have deployed a temporary hotfix that clears the battlefield effects, but the icon of that cleared battlefield effect will stay on the screen. We appreciate your patience while we continue to work on a permanent solution. So it was working the opposite before. Before, Gore would do his ultimate, remove the icon, but it actually didn't remove Mark of Mephisto. Well, I've tested it. Now the opposite is true. It's removing Mark of Mephisto, but the icon stays there. Fine. There's some other things, and I don't know if these are focus issues, but it seems to me there's times when, like, Mephisto does his ultimate and drops in-game Thanos below 50%. It doesn't proc his passive, which is interesting to me. I don't know if that is a Thanos problem or a Mephisto issue with reducing max health. I feel like there's some wonkiness with max health in raids also with Mephisto. Like, you knock down some characters with their max health and then the node resets. It just is kind of weird. So we'll have to see. And then also, I don't know if this is a focus issue, but Thanos applying trauma seems to be inconsistent. I've seen it not work. And inside of Arena, if Gore goes and gets rid of the Mark of Mephisto, because Mark of Mephisto prevents trauma, and Thanos passive in Arena prevents trauma on Annihilators, well, that means that as long as the mark is gone, like Gore has done his ultimate, then things like Thanos special on Apocalypse or Mephisto should be applying trauma. It's been super inconsistent. Like, one time it worked, one time it didn't work. I don't know. Also, another issue, and this is kind of a half an answer. More gladiator character shards are on the way. You'll have a chance to earn up to 100 gladiator shards in next week's Greater Purpose event. We'll have more information in our Friday weekly blog, so stay tuned. I know a lot of people, are skeptical of what this is going to mean, but I think this shows that there's going to be a gladiator event. Why do you have to wait this long? Why can't we get the information now? How are we going to get 100 shards? Why did you wait to the last minute until Shattered Dimension starts to announce this? Why couldn't have this been announced last week? Those are a lot of issues. That being said, I'm glad they said something. Now, I want to address something about this Shattered Dimension, because just because they made this more accessible with the cosmic tag tied to annihilators doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. And I'm sure they're going to people say it's still paywalled and this and that. I just wanted to point this out before the complaints come in. Shattered Dimension promises to be a greater challenge than pocket dimensions you've conquered in the past, and will require the help of your annihilators and Illuminati. Even top commanders can expect to get hands-on during battles, so make sure you stock up on all Shattered health packs to keep your characters in the fight. And I don't know what that means. I feel like this is a subjective thing. They're saying it's going to be harder. What is harder and welcomed by endgame players may feel oppressive and overtuned to other people. It's going to be a sliding scale of where people land on that. I just want to put it out there. They're saying it's going to be harder. All right, big shout out to Bendable, the Orchis team, which we've been seeing the splash screens, updated artwork. It looks pretty cool. I think there's a total of 5 of them. So Hammer Tech, what is that? Adamantium, and then this is, what is it called? Infinite Energy. So there's some doubling here of Hammer Tech, and Infinite Energy was used by Scientist Supreme and Nimrod. So for me, I'm going to be on the lookout for these as well. Now, there was version notes, and we're going to read them, but I just want to point out, I've been seeing many people in my chat and also many people on Reddit saying that there was some weirdness for iPhone. I did download, there was an update on my iPhone, but I haven't played it yet, and I've seen some screenshots. I don't really know. It seems like something went weird, but we got patch notes, haven't tested it. We knew about a lot of these. Update to Cosmic Crucible League rating starting with Season 10 will be significantly reducing the number of times reset your tribunal rating each year. The number of points you'll earn for winning will change based on your tribunal rating. So what I'll say about that is that there's a tournament on Thursday among content creators. If you go to the website, you can vote every single day. Looks like there's today and tomorrow left, and you get 75 energy and 75 power cores. I'm the best, vote for me. But anyways, it's just kind of a fun thing, so be sure to take advantage of that. I'm expecting that the season rules will be revealed during this Crucible tournament, and the next season will start on this upcoming Sunday, right? So let's get into the release notes. Cosmic Crucible, and they explain the way that's going to work. I'm not going to read all this because it kind of makes sense. The higher you go, the less points you're going to get. Dark Dimension 8 Planner. And a lot of people saying, well, where is this? Tread your way through the upcoming Dark Dimension with our latest update in the Dark Dimension Planner on the MarvelStrikeForce.com. It's not there now. And in the past, this has not shown up until it was in the game. So when Dark Dimension 8 shows up in the game, my best guess is that's when it'll show up on the website. That's the way it worked with Dark Dimension 7. It wasn't done in advance. It happened when it went live in game. When searching for new alliances, full alliances will now be hidden by default. Fantastic. Bug fixes. We're not going to go over that. Now, let's get into the data mines. These are all from Quick Draw. Big shout out to Quick Draw for these data mines. Moments are now showing up inside of the data mines. Looks like there's a lot of placeholders and the files are empty. I don't know what's going on with Moments. It feels like it's delayed. We've got some, I guess this is like the 3D frame that's attached to a rig. I'm using the wrong words. I'm so sorry. But the T-pose is usually the animation model, the 3D model. So you can see there for null. Okay. And then there is the sword. Now, interestingly, Quick Draw said there are ability icons labeled PvE boss, which to me would point to Null being a boss in Battle World. That makes sense to me. And then here are the icons. Okay. I guess it's pretty cool. And then lastly, be sure to go to vote to get your 75 cores and 75 energy. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye for now.